An important and frequently overlooked aspect of slide design is choosing the appropriate font. There are two key components that need to be taken into consideration when adding text to your slides: the font size and the font face. This video will address each of these aspects. Generally speaking, in terms of font size, there should be only 3 different sized fonts used throughout an entire slide deck. The largest font should be reserved for titles and headings. A second font size should be used for your body text. The third and smallest sized font should be used for any type of table, label, caption, or annotation. When choosing the actual sizes themselves, consider the room that you're going to be presenting in and how large your audience will be. While a font might seem large while working in PowerPoint, it will most likely seem smaller once projected. There are 3 types of font faces that you should be familiar with: serif, sans serif, and script fonts. Sans serif fonts are fonts such as Calibri, Arial, and Century Gothic. In general, sans serif fonts give a more modern, minimalistic look to your text. For business presentations, most fonts will indeed be sans serif fonts, especially any headings. Serif fonts, on the other hand, are more traditional looking. Typically, you will see serif fonts used in any type of written document, since serif fonts are easier to read when there's a substantial amount of text being presented. Therefore, if you do indeed decide to use a serif font, do so with your labels, captions, and annotations. The final type of font that you are most likely familiar with are script fonts. Scripts should never be used in a slide deck. They are difficult to read, especially when projected onto a screen. Now, in terms of a font's personality, typically we suggest that you opt for a formal, professional-looking font that is readable. However, if, after careful consideration, you determine that your presentation warrants a font with a more fun personality, then perhaps you could use a more playful, artistic font. Overall, be sure to not use more than 2 fonts throughout your entire presentation, and refrain from any type of word art, 3D effects, or shadowing.